Can you see what the Lord has done?
My name is Constance and life with Chijioke, I can tell you, is nothing but God's making, because we both weren't even thinking about it. I never, looked at him romantically. He has always been in the picture. We grew up in the same church in Mile 3. I knew his family, I knew his siblings, and vice versa. He knew my siblings, he knew my family, and we never really thought much about it.
My name is Chijioke Ukihi Onwudebe, and I feel blessed to have met and known Constance Amarachi, my wife, my lovely wife. She's a blessing to me from God. I believe that God decided to bless me and grant me grace despite all my weaknesses and all my challenges in life, to bless me with such a beautiful soul. She's a beauty to behold, in and out, and ever since I met her, my life has changed.
I always knew him as one of those people that my brother plays ball with. He wasn't my friend, but he was our family friend, and we're always in each other's company at some points. And you know how the Adventist church is, the youth programs and all of that, you just be seeing yourself, but you never really thought much about it. But all of that changed quickly when I had to leave Nigeria to America for school, and here we were again.
I think it's divine intervention. I've always known Constance right from when I was growing up as a young man. We used to be in the same church. But you know how when you're growing up with somebody, you guys were never friends, you never imagined anything would happen. Until I left Nigeria, went to the US, and I lived there and I was working there. And who knew that somehow Constance would come and meet me in the US? God sent her my way because God wanted to bless my life with her. So she came to the US and we found ourselves in the same church. In fact, finding ourselves in the same church didn't do the magic, but it just took a while because I had searched and waited for God to show me the right person. It took a while, and something just kept asking me, you're waiting and looking for the right person. Have you looked at what's around you? What's going on with you? And then I paid closer attention, and I realized that there is a beauty around me that I have not even been paying attention to.
In the same church, attending programs, and for somebody who I've known virtually all my life, there's always this brother-sister connection, and he's checking up on you, asking you, oh, how is school? Do you have friends now? All those little things, those little conversations that you don't make anything out of.
And so I focused more attention on this beauty, and with time I realized that it was actually God's voice asking me to look around and to figure out what was around me. And the rest of it is just a story that I cannot imagine, because when I went to her, when we started talking and we became friends, I didn't know it was going to go like this, but God made it happen in His own way.
When COVID happened, we started missing those passive conversations, those passive seeing the other person on the hallway. Nobody was asking you about how is school. You're not perceiving that person's fragrance anymore, and you're like, okay, what's happening here? And it's beautiful because Chijioke's love story and I hit us when we least expected. When lockdown happened, little did we know that love was about to lock us down for life, and here we are today.
And I'm blessed that today Constance is my wife. She chose to marry me. She agreed to marry me despite knowing the kind of person I am, despite knowing my challenges. I'm sure she has chosen to come into my life to help make me a better person. I'm actually a better person because of her.
Every time with him, every second with him, every moment with him is perfect. It's beautiful. He's everything I have prayed for. He's everything I have waited for, and I'm so glad. I am so glad that life gave me the opportunity to call him my husband today. Life gave me the opportunity to walk this path with him. If I ever doubted God's existence, my story and our love story, Chijioke and I, is an evidence that indeed God loves me, because I can tell you that Chijioke is a gift that any girl could ever ask for. He is life's perfect gift.
What we waited for.